I'm recording. I taught almost a half of a class and I wasn't recording. I am Laura Clark. This seems really weird right now because I've already said all this. But I'm Laura Clark. I'm a gold wellness advocate with doTERRA. It is time that I did some short little videos on how to do doTERRA as a business. I've done these videos before, only I did several topics at once. So I'm going to shorten these. We're going to have two topics tonight, and that is how to earn with doTERRA, the one single thing that you need to do to earn with doTERRA, to receive a paycheck, and also Fast Start. We're going to talk about one of the 6+ ways to earn. Actually, I'm going to talk about another one too, and that is just in the LRP rewards. So when I started almost 5 years ago, it was like one of those things where it was in the back of my mind, like, oh, I can make some money with this. There's a business behind this. And I had done MLMs before, direct sales before. I tried a lot of things when the girls were growing up. Anything, as a mama, to bring in a little bit of extra money in. And I tried interior decorators. Excuse me. I tried Avon, door-to-door. I went door-to-door when I was a really young mom. I was barely 20 years old and I was going door-to-door selling Avon. Just trying to make some extra money. And then a few other Princess House Crystal. And then the last thing I did before we moved to Morenci was I did beauty control. That company went out of business, but that's not when I quit. There are some requirements to do that. I believe I had to do so much sales in a certain time frame, and I had to keep selling. So here's some differences between what I'm seeing in doTERRA and what I've seen in other companies that I've done. I had to deliver stuff. I don't have to deliver with doTERRA. LRP is magical. Loyalty rewards programs is the stability of doTERRA, and it is a huge draw to people like me who want to do it as a business. But I hated delivering things, hated it. I still don't like it. I'm horrible at mailing things. Sad to say, I'm horrible at it. I'll save a bunch of stuff up and mail them all at once. And someday when I can afford a assistant, that's their first job. You're going to mail this stuff out this week. So, but there's some other differences. So there was certain sale requirements. There was a certain amount of inventory I always had to have. There were certain, like to do spas, I had to carry buckets and buckets of stuff with me to neck wraps and have them hot before I left the house. And it was kind of complicated. I loved doing it, but what I didn't know then, things that I know now, are toxicity in products. So, I didn't know or even care about that then. I deeply know and deeply care about what I sell to people now and what I put on me and my family. But there is only one requirement with doTERRA. So now there's best ways to do things. We'll get in that in some of the other videos. But there's only one requirement for you to earn a paycheck and earn commissions with doTERRA, and that is to have a 100 loyalty rewards program order, LRP. Why is that? Not because they're trying to push and force you to sell stuff, but because they want integrity in their sellers, in their business representatives, and their wellness advocates. How am I going to be a wellness advocate telling you to put marjoram and frankincense on your husband's back tension if I've never done it? Just by reading an encyclopedia and not having any use with it. So there's not a lot of integrity in that. My husband and I use these. We both take the full dose of our LLV, Lifelong Vitality Supplements. If I didn't take those, how can I really tell you how amazing they are? I can tell you what I've heard, I can tell you what I've read, but the passion is not there. Like, this is their number one seller. This is one of the reasons why I do doTERRA, is because these amazing supplements. That would be lacking if I never had to use them. And nobody has to use them. You can spend your 100 on anything. You can get 100 bottles of lemon if you wanted to. But doTERRA wants their wellness advocates to be a product of the product, because they want them to understand the product, to be able to teach the product to others, because we are word of mouth. We are their marketing. There is not millions and millions of dollars that doTERRA is spending in marketing. We're getting in the news now. We're getting in magazines now. Forbes has covered us, but they're not spending the millions in marketing. They're spending their marketing money on us, on paying us. So let me tell you when I first started. So again, that was in the back of my mind. Okay, I've done MLMs before. I've even tried Amway. I never made a dime in Amway. Anybody who moves to Grand Rapids, within a couple months, you'll be doing Amway for at least 3 weeks. But anyways, I knew that was there. That was a possibility. I didn't know how to do it yet. I didn't know if I wanted to do another one yet. I was making really good money with MRI. I still am. I'm still working full-time MRI. But what happened to me was that I saw something happen to my mother-in-law, and then I saw it happen to our family sitting in the living room. I saw an emotional adjustment for all of us and a mood change. And then the biggest thing for me, besides what happened to her, was that I put frankincense in my mouth and my back pain went away. I couldn't even stand upright. I had just worked in somebody's house helping my best friend pack to move to Nashville. And then I couldn't get upright. Okay. So that morning I was supposed to go and help her in a garage sale. And okay, I have oils. I bet there's something I can do with this frankincense. It's supposed to be good for pain. And I witnessed it. What should I do with frankincense? So I looked it up and I took it, and within, long story short, and I timed it, but within 18 minutes I was dressed and out the door, and I worked all day moving things and working in a garage sale, a big, massive garage sale, and my back pain never returned. So why wouldn't I tell people that? So within a couple weeks, I mean, this happens fast. When you see somebody delivered a pain like that or feel it, you want to tell the next person that you know is in pain. And those two people, one was my coworker and Pat. And it just happened that she was hurting at work. And it also just so happened that it wasn't just a strained muscle, but her sacrum is out of place. I can't use certain medical terms, but I wondered if frankincense would help her. And I talked her into trying it. I might just try it. I think it will help you. And I didn't know for sure, because it wasn't inflammation that I was experiencing. It was different. It was from a different cause. But lo and behold, it helped her. And lo and behold, she got an account, and she's now, instead of taking frankincense, like we just take these now. We take these. That controls our whole inflammatory response. So I've been on it for 4.5 years. She's been on it for 4.5 years. I've been on these the whole time I've been on doTERRA. She's been on them the whole time I've been on doTERRA, minus a month. She got them on them about a month after I did, and she's been on them ever since. The other story is that my dad was in the hospital, and my stepmom, Janet, who is gone now, she's gone on to heaven now, but this was about 5 years ago, and this happened to me. My dad was in the hospital, and Janet, God bless her heart, was sitting in that chair with him in the hospital, even though she had lung cancer, and she had a tumor that was attached to her thoracic spine. So she was sitting there in the hospital with my dad in constant pain, but she would not leave his side. And I knew that she was there and in pain. Why would I not take my frankincense to that visit? Why would I just leave it at home and keep my mouth shut? So I took it. I didn't know if it would help her feel better. When I took this is your thinking in the beginning. Why? I took the frankincense because my back hurt. I had strained my back. Pat took it because she had this other thing with her back. Will it help my mom have less pain sitting in the hospital, even though it's because she has a tumor attached to her thoracic column? I had to try it. So I took it there and it said, this is what it did for me. Would you just try it and see if it helps your back? And she did it. She's sitting in the chair and she opened her mouth. I said, just put like 3 drops under your tongue and it comes out kind of fast. And she's like, and like before I knew it, like 8 drops had come out. And lo and behold, it helped her. Lo and behold, she got an account within a month and she used oil. She was a heavy oil user. Even after they sent her home to die, she was a heavy oil user for an additional 4.5 years of her life. So I know oils work. I've seen amazing stories, not because I've heard rumor, but because I buy them and I put them on people. If I was not on LRP, I would be less likely to have the integrity to do that. All right. So the one thing doTERRA wants you to do to earn commissions is spend $100 a month, 100 PV a month. If you're planning on enrolling people, or if you have people under you who are enrolling other people, make sure you always have 100 LRP in your card. That's their one requirement. Not inventory, not classes, not enrollments, LRP order. Right. Let's talk a little bit about Fast Start. So I'm going to share my screen with you. So Fast Start, it's fast money. So when my mom enrolled, by that story, and if you know me, didn't enroll her because I wanted to make a buck. I didn't enroll Pat, my coworker, because I wanted to make a buck. But because I opened my mouth and talked to them and educated them, even though I only knew this much, doTERRA blessed me by paying me for that. I'm their marketing. What happened to me made me a marketing mogul, however you say it. What I saw happen to my mom and Pat, those are the first 4, I've had 4, but those are the ones that enrolled. The other one didn't enroll, but those are the first 2 things that I saw amazing things happen. And I just became doTERRA's marketing, and I will be marketing for them as long as I'm alive. So, where is it going with that? Anyway, so when my mom enrolled, she got, I think she got a family physician kit because, you know, we still weren't sure about everything. So she got one of the little kits. I don't remember what Pat got, probably a family physician kit. That's usually what I sold then. And then, but let me show you what Fast Start is. Let me share my screen. So this is the, this is the build business overview. This is what I go over new builders with, either in person or over the phone, but actually because there's a lot of things happening right now, so I'm gonna do these videos. But this is the build business overview. You can get this, a hard copy from me if you want one. You can write in it, you can take notes in it. You can also go, you can get them in your back office under advocates. You can sign into your account, go under advocates, and I think it's under education or training. And this is empowered success. Empowered success is a lot of business literature, but this is the build business overview. And you can also go online. I just looked for it real quick and I just Googled doTERRA build business. And this comes up as a digital PDF and you can print it out or you can just look it over online if you don't have the paper. So I'm going to skip over a lot of this stuff. These are other videos and I'm going to go straight to other videos I'm going to make for you. I'm going to go straight to Fast Start Bonus. Fast Start Bonus, like I said, there's 6 ways to get paid. If you want to count, I don't think I told you. I'll tell you that in a minute. So remember, I just did half of a class. Now I can't remember what I told you and recorded or what was all lost. So I'm probably I might be telling you the same story again. But anyways, let's just start to go to Fast Start Bonus right now. So Fast Start Bonus is fast money. You get paid weekly for Fast Start. So when I enrolled Janet, my mom, I made 20% off of her first enrollment order. Janet loved the oil so much that within her first month, in her second month, she started her loyalty rewards program order. She started an LRP because she loved frankincense and she loved marjoram. Because of the heavy meds, steroids she was on, her hands would just contract, and she would just have frankincense and marjoram and lavender on her bedstand, and she would just use that, and it would instantly give her relief and loosen up those contracting, tightening muscles. So she loved it so much that she got on LRP. All right. So her first order, I earned 20%. Her second and third order, because they were all within her first 60 days, I earned 20%. So Fast Start bonus is paid weekly on new enrollee volume for their first 60 days. So when you enroll, help a new person get their membership, you earn 20% of everything they order for their first 60 days. You must have 100 PV LRP order to receive the enroller bonus. So I always have 100. So that's a given, okay? So when Janet mom enrolled, I got 20%. And then a couple weeks later, the month changed over and she got her first loyalty rewards program order herself, and I earned 20%. And whatever she bought in LRP, standard order, whatever, she had LRP, but I earned 20%. And the first time that she ordered, which was her kit that she started with, within a week, I got a 20% check. And then maybe a couple of weeks go by because now it's a new month. When she placed that order and that order goes through, that triggers another 20% check for me because I have 100. So I think that a lot of the times I will get, besides an enrollment order, I sometimes get 2, sometimes 3. It depends on when the months change over and when their LRP hits. But sometimes I get 4 checks from one new member. All right. This is Fast Start money. It's paid weekly. It is one of the multiple ways to get paid. It is the fastest money that you'll get. And in the beginning of your business, it will be the biggest part of your check. Let's see if I can get to that here. So we're just going to barely touch on this because I wanted to show you about Fast Start. So when you are a brand new builder, Fast Start is the biggest amount of paycheck that you get. And doTERRA does Fast Start. A lot of companies do not do anything like Fast Start. You'll have to wait until you have a certain amount of overall volume in your business. Or you can make retail sales, but Fast Start is a different compensation plan, and it is to reward us for enrolling people right out of the gate as a new builder. So as an elite, all that is it's one of the basic building blocks of your business, but that's another video. But elite means that you have 3,000 in volume. If Fast Start didn't exist, you would have to wait until you had about 3,000 in volume to start making a little bit of this blue. And the blue payment is Power of 3. That's another video. But because you are enrolling people, helping them to get a membership, then the biggest part of your money for quite some time, right around Premier, your other income, your other ways to earn is about the same as what your Fast Start is. This is a graph that shows like eventually as you get bigger, like in between silver, I'm gold now, and so between silver and gold, the biggest part of my paycheck was for the longest time this Power of 3, but this is weird because this is my biggest, this part right here. Let me go see what that is. Fast Start is not my biggest check anymore. Yeah, my unilevel is my biggest check now. I feel like my unilevel is this should be where I am. And I'm gold, but I'm a solid silver, but I've been gold before, so I'm called a gold. I'll explain that in another video, but my biggest paycheck is my unilevel, and that's over 1,000. So, and my fast start, it varies. My fast start as a silver, and with not very many builders underneath me, my fast start is usually about 200 or 300 a month. And so my unilevel and my Power 3 is about 250, and my unilevel is usually over 1,000. So you'll understand that more as you go through these videos, but I want to explain Fast Start first, because that's the first way that you will ever make money in doTERRA, and that is helping other people to get memberships. So when we talk to people, let me stop sharing my screen. Let me just put my face up here so I can talk to you. People get scared of the word enrollment. That's just how I learned it. So it sounds normal and natural to me. I enroll, and I have the lens of looking at other businesses. So if you know us, you knew we had looked at opening up a multi-use building, and it was going to be a coffee shop, a gift store. When the gift store, and looking at all that and creating the business plan, I looked at wholesale buying. So I had to get my vendor's license. I think that's what it's called now. And I was constantly looking for companies that I could buy from and get wholesale prices. That's not always so easy. Like, you have to prove that you have a vendor's license to a lot of companies to get wholesale prices. Some Joe Blow just can't come off the street and say, hey, I want to get wholesale prices from you. I'm going to buy this much every month or whatever and get wholesale prices. Oh no, they're not going to give people wholesale prices unless you can prove that you're doing a business and you have I think it was called a vendor's license, and then you have to submit that to them and get approved to buy from them wholesale. Okay, doTERRA doesn't work like that. Anybody can buy wholesale. A business, a wellness advocate, or a wholesale customer and a wellness advocate. As a wellness advocate, I do not get any deeper discounts than a wholesale customer. A wellness advocate can sell. A wholesale customer is just a wholesale customer. Wholesale customers are the bread and butter of doTERRA, and their LRPs, their regular orders, is the bread and butter of doTERRA. So why is that important to a business owner? For some of the other like for instance, Amway, yeah, they have great product. They have a lot of product, but their push wasn't product based. I barely knew what was in the catalog. Their push is the opportunity. doTERRA's push and drive is the customer and the product. The product is the most important thing. The amazingness of the product, the value of the product, the efficacy of the product, the education of the product. The product is the main focus of doTERRA, not the opportunity. 90 to 95% of anybody in doTERRA is a customer. So like 95% of people who ever got a membership only got a membership because of the product, not because they went into it for sales. There is a percentage, up to 9%, of people that said, oh, I don't know anything about oils, but I want to make some money. So there are those people, but that's not how it usually works. It usually works with people falling in love with the product, and they're like me, you want to bless other people with it, so you end up getting a paycheck. Oh, I'm sorry. Another way that we got paid, this is what I can't remember if I told you already or not, because I already taught this video and it wasn't recording. My husband and I, like I said, are on the full dose of this. So a customer gets this payment, just like what I'm about to tell you, a customer or a wellness advocate. We're both on this, and we're both on multiples of other supplements. So I'm just going to round up. without telling you everything that we're on. I'm not even going to mention oils. I'm telling you about our supplements. Supplements, the bone, phytoestrogen, PB Assist, and Terrazyme. Those are our base supplements. If I'm just going to round, if we spend 200 PV a month, we're at the 30% rewards points, and we get our shipping back. So if we spend 200 PV that month, we get 64 back the following month in free points. I never have to buy oils anymore. So for instance, last night, we just buy our supplements. Last night, my husband and I sat down, and I had saved up, I think I spent right at 400 points last night. And it was just from the points coming back from our supplement use. So in about 6 or 8 months, we had accumulated 400 points, and we sat down, we went through our inventory to see what we have that was personal use, not business use. And I stocked up on On Guard beadlets, on On Guard soft gels, on lemon. I bought 2 or 3 lemons. I bought 2 Purify. I bought a shampoo, the big shampoo. I bought a big conditioner. We stocked up on everything. I spent 400 points. That's $400 worth of stuff that I did not have to go to Dollar General and buy Benadryl and the diarrhea stuff that he used to buy all the time, or shampoo or conditioner or laundry detergent. I just saved $400 on my shopping bill, and I got free stuff, and I got natural stuff, and I got holistic stuff, and all of these things work for our health and instead of toxic. So that's pretty amazing. A wholesale customer can do that. A wellness advocate can do that. Wholesale customer does not earn except for that way. A wellness advocate can earn in multiple ways, including LRP rewards points, right? So that is enough for this video. I went way over what I wanted to, but I think I gave some good information. Text me, 616-821-7491. Email me at lauraclarkspa.com. No, that's not right. lauraclarkspa@gmail.com if you have any questions. But those are the first ways that you earn, all right? I'm going to close this out and have a little sip of coffee and do another video. Thanks for watching.